it's not inconceivable that Brad gave me an introduction. For 1,000 years, Roman conquerors, returning from the wars, enjoyed the honor of triumph, a tumultuous parade. In the procession came trumpeters and musicians and strange animals from the conquered territories, together with carts laden with treasure and captured armaments. The conqueror rode on a triumphal chariot, the day's prisoners walking in chains before him. Sometimes his children, robed in white, stood with him on the chariot or rode the trace horses. A slave stood behind the conqueror, holding the golden crown and whispering in his ear a warning that all glory is fleeting. This is the end quote of the glorious movie Patton, starring George C. Scott. In 1977, our speaker, inconceivably, was 18 years old and received permission to give this speech from his public speaking class in high school. Why did he need permission? Profanity laced throughout the speech, heady stuff in those times. This film and this speech are semi-historical account of the controversial, hard-driving General George S. Patton during the Second World War. The wording is not exactly what Patton said from historical accounts, yet the spirit of the man is recorded in these opening words to the film. This speech number 3 from the Advanced Communication Series, Interpretive Reading, is a monodrama which asks the speaker to assume the character who reveals his innermost thoughts and feelings on some matter of importance. This opening speech was written by Francis Ford Coppola, Edwin H. North for the film Patton. Please rise and welcome Bradley Beck, DTM.
Do this. Be seated. I want you to remember that no bastard ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his country. You men, all this stuff you've heard about America not wanting to fight, wanting to stay out of the war, it's a lot of horse dung. Americans, traditionally, love to fight. All real Americans love the sting of battle. When you were kids, you all admired the big league ball player, the champion marble shooter, toughest boxer. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laugh, because the very thought of losing is hateful to Americans. Now, an army is a team. It lives, eats, sleeps, fights as a team. This individuality stuff's a bunch of crap. The bilious bastards that wrote that stuff about individuality for the Saturday Evening Post don't know anything more about real battle than they do about fornicating. Now, we have the finest food and equipment, the best spirit, and the best men in the world. You know, I feel sorry for those son of bitches we're going up. I really do. The Nazis are the enemy. Wade into them. Spill their blood. Shoot them in the belly. When you put your hand into a bunch of goo that a moment ago was your best friend's face, you know what to do. Now, I don't want to get any messages saying we are holding our position. We're not holding anything. Let the Hun do that. We are advancing constantly, and we're not interested in holding anything except the enemy. We're going to hold on to him by the nose, and we're going to kick him in the ass. We're going to kick the hell out of him all the time, and we're going to go through him like crap through a goose. Now, some of you boys are wondering whether or not you're chicking out on the fire. Don't worry about it. I can assure you that you all do your duty. Now, there's one thing that you boys will be able to remember when you get back home. And you may thank God for it. 30 years from now, when you're sitting around your campfire, your fireside, with your grandson on your knee, and he asks you, what did you do in the Great World War II? You won't have to say, well, I shoveled shit in Louisiana. All right, now, you sons of bitches, you know how I feel. Well, I will be proud to lead you wonderful guys into battle anytime, anywhere. That's all. Mr. Toastmaster. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.